Imagine for a moment you are sailing on a vast ocean, surrounded by unpredictable waves. You can't control the storm, the winds, or the waves crashing against your boat. But you can control the direction you steer, the speed you set, and your response to the turbulence. You have the power to navigate, no matter how intense the storm is. This is what it means to focus on what you can control. In life, we often find ourselves caught in the chaos of external circumstances, news, social media, the opinions of others, the market fluctuations. But here's the truth: these forces are beyond our control. You can't change them, but you can change how you respond to them. And that's where your power lies. What if I told you that by focusing only on what you can control, you could start making bold strides toward your goals, experiencing less stress, and achieving more than you ever thought possible? Stay with me, because in the next few minutes you will discover how to regain control of your life, no matter how overwhelming the world around you seems. Understanding what you can control is the foundation of mastering your life. In a world that often feels chaotic and unpredictable, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by things beyond your influence. We constantly face situations, events, and people that we cannot change. This can make us feel powerless or stuck, as if we are at the mercy of forces we can't possibly control. But here's the key: what you can control is so much more powerful than what you can't. At the core, understanding control starts with recognizing that there are two realms in life: the things within your control and the things beyond your reach. On the one hand, you have control over your actions, your thoughts, your decisions, and your reactions. On the other hand, you cannot control the economy, the weather, or how others behave. The challenge lies in knowing where to direct your energy. Too often, we waste precious time and emotional energy fixating on things outside of our control. For instance, you might stress over the opinions of others, fear the unpredictable nature of global events, or even get upset about things that have no direct bearing on your personal life. While it's natural to feel these emotions, the truth is that focusing on things outside your control only drains your power. It causes unnecessary stress, lowers your productivity, and creates a sense of helplessness. When you understand that there is a clear distinction between what you can and cannot control, you free yourself from this constant cycle of worry. Instead of spending your energy on external factors, you can channel it into the things that truly matter: the actions you take, the decisions you make, and the mindset you cultivate. You start to realize that no matter what's happening around you, you always have the ability to choose how you respond. And it's in these responses, these decisions, that your power truly lies. Take, for example, the way you react to adversity. While you can't control the difficult situations that come your way, you can control how you approach them. You can choose to face challenges with resilience, optimism, and a solutions-oriented mindset. Or you can choose to let them paralyze you with fear, frustration, and helplessness. The difference between these two responses isn't the external situation, it's how you choose to act in the face of it. By focusing on what you control, you start building a mindset that empowers you. You begin to see obstacles as opportunities to learn and grow, rather than as insurmountable barriers. You realize that your actions, even in the face of challenges, are what define your success and your happiness, not the events or people outside of you. The more you practice this, the more confident and in control you feel in every aspect of your life. Additionally, focusing on what you can control isn't just about your mindset and reactions, it's also about taking deliberate actions in areas where you do have influence. For example, you can control your health by making choices that benefit your body, such as eating nutritious food, exercising, and getting enough sleep. You can control the way you approach your work, how you manage your time, and how you build relationships. Each of these areas is a space where your efforts will have a direct impact on the outcome, but only if you focus your energy there. In short, understanding what you can control is the first step in reclaiming your power. It's about being intentional with your time, your mindset, and your actions. By accepting that some things are beyond your reach, you free yourself to fully invest in the things that you can influence. This shift allows you to stop reacting to the world and start creating the life you truly desire. The power of personal responsibility is one of the most transformative concepts you can embrace in life. When you take full responsibility for your actions, decisions, and mindset, you step into a place of personal empowerment. This means recognizing that while you cannot control everything around you, you always have control over your response to any given situation. This realization alone can radically shift the way you experience life and ultimately the way you achieve your goals. Personal responsibility goes beyond simply admitting that you made a mistake. It's about acknowledging that you are the architect of your own life. Every decision you make, every action you take, and every thought you entertain has an impact on the direction you're headed. Whether you succeed or fail, your responses and choices are what determine your outcomes. The moment you realize that no one else is responsible for your happiness, success, or well-being, you unlock the ability to create the life you want. Taking responsibility for yourself also means accepting that the power to improve your circumstances lies entirely within your hands. It's about understanding that if you're unhappy with your career, your relationships, or your health, the onus is on you to make changes. It's not about blaming the economy, your upbringing, or other external factors. While those things may play a role, they do not dictate your future. Only you can decide what you're willing to tolerate, what you're willing to work for, and what you're willing to change. One of the most important aspects of personal responsibility is the mindset shift from victimhood to ownership. So often people fall into the trap of believing that they are at the mercy of their circumstances. They feel like they have no control over what happens to them, and this belief leads to frustration and helplessness. However, when you take responsibility for your life, you understand that while you cannot control every external factor, you do control your response to those factors. And this control is where your true strength lies. When you embrace personal responsibility, you become proactive rather than reactive. You stop waiting for circumstances to change or for opportunities to fall into your lap. Instead, you start taking steps each day toward the life you want to create. This might mean making sacrifices, putting in extra effort, or pushing through challenges that seem insurmountable. But the beauty of personal responsibility is that you know that every step, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to your goals. It's also important to understand that personal responsibility isn't about perfection. It's about consistently showing up, making choices that align with your values, and being willing to course correct when things don't go as planned. Taking ownership of your life doesn't mean you will never face setbacks or make mistakes. It means you learn from those mistakes, adjust your actions, and keep moving forward with resilience and purpose. Ultimately, personal responsibility is about empowerment. It's about realizing that you hold the keys to your future and that your choices today shape the life you'll have tomorrow. When you accept this power, you no longer live in reaction to external circumstances. You take the driver's seat and steer your life in the direction you choose. And once you do this, you'll be amazed at the transformation that begins to unfold, not just in your circumstances, but in the way you see and experience the world. The impact of focus is one of the most profound forces you can harness in your life. In today's fast-paced, distraction-filled world, we are constantly pulled in different directions. Our attention is often divided between countless tasks, responsibilities, and external stimuli. This fragmentation of focus leads to diminished productivity, increased stress, and a lack of meaningful progress in the areas that matter most. But when you consciously narrow your focus to what truly matters, you unlock your potential for growth, success, and fulfillment. When you focus on what you can control, you create a powerful ripple effect in your life. You stop chasing every opportunity that comes your way or reacting to every external distraction. Instead, you concentrate your energy on the things that align with your goals and values. Whether it's your health, your career, your relationships, or personal development, focus allows you to direct your resources toward the areas that will yield the greatest return. This isn't about neglecting other aspects of life, but about prioritizing and giving your full attention to what will create the most meaningful results. The importance of focus can be seen when you consider the compounding effect it has over time. Just like small, consistent actions lead to massive change, a laser-like focus on the right things will produce exponential growth. If you spend even a small portion of your day focusing on what you can control, over time, these incremental improvements will accumulate. For instance, if you dedicate 30 minutes each morning to focusing on your personal growth, whether it's learning a new skill, working on a project, or developing a habit by the end of the year, the impact will be tremendous. The key is consistency and the ability to block out distractions that detract from your primary focus. Furthermore, focus isn't just about managing your time better, it's about managing your energy. When you spread your energy thin across various tasks and responsibilities, it's difficult to achieve a high level of mastery or success in any one area. Focus allows you to pour your energy into the most important endeavors, maximizing your effectiveness. The more focused you are, the more you can give your full attention to the task at hand, making each moment count. This heightened concentration leads to better performance, greater satisfaction, and a deeper sense of accomplishment. Another important aspect of focus is how it reduces stress. When you're constantly trying to juggle multiple priorities or worrying about things beyond your control, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. But when you focus on what you can control, you let go of the stress that comes with trying to manage everything at once. You clear away mental clutter and simplify your decision-making process. With a clear focus, you can approach each challenge with a sense of calm and clarity, knowing exactly where to direct your energy and effort. In addition, focus allows you to make better decisions. When you spread your attention too thin, your mind becomes clouded with options, and it's difficult to make choices that align with your long-term goals. But when you focus on what you can control, you eliminate distractions and unnecessary choices. You are able to make decisions that are in alignment with your values and your vision for the future. This focused decision-making process propels you forward, avoiding the indecision and hesitation that often accompany a scattered mind. In summary, the impact of focus is immense. By intentionally directing your attention toward what you can control, you unleash your capacity for growth, success, and happiness. It allows you to optimize your energy, reduce stress, and make better decisions. The more you practice focus, the more you will realize just how powerful it is in shaping the outcomes of your life. It's not about doing more. It's about doing the right things with all your heart and energy, knowing that in the process you are creating the future you desire. Avoiding distractions is one of the most important aspects of focusing on what you can control. Yet it is something that many people struggle with in today's hyper-connected world. Distractions are everywhere: smartphones, social media, emails, the constant influx of news, and the opinions of others can all pull our attention away from what truly matters. These distractions not only waste time, but also deplete our mental energy, leading to frustration and a sense of being overwhelmed. When we allow ourselves to be constantly distracted, we lose sight of our goals, our priorities, and the very things we are capable of controlling. To break free from this cycle, it's essential to recognize the cost of distractions and take intentional steps to protect our focus. The first step in avoiding distractions is recognizing them for what they are: external forces that attempt to hijack your attention. Whether it's the lure of checking your phone or the temptation to procrastinate, distractions often seem harmless at first but add up over time. In the moment, it's easy to convince ourselves that we can multitask or that checking just one more notification won't hurt. However, research shows that multitasking actually reduces productivity as it splits our attention and makes it harder to focus deeply on any one thing. What starts as a quick glance at your phone can lead to an hour spent scrolling through social media or responding to messages, taking you further away from your goals. Distractions prevent you from engaging fully in the present moment, making it difficult to accomplish anything meaningful. To combat distractions, it's crucial to be intentional about how you structure your day and environment. One effective strategy is to eliminate or minimize sources of distraction before they even have a chance to take hold. For example, turn off notifications on your phone or set specific times during the day when you allow yourself to check email or social media. Create designated workspaces where you can focus without interruptions. If you're working on a project, give yourself the freedom to immerse in it fully without constantly checking your surroundings for distractions. By setting clear boundaries and intentionally managing your environment, you put yourself in a position to focus on what truly matters. In addition to managing your external environment, managing your internal distractions is equally important. Our thoughts, fears, doubts, and anxieties can often become distractions, pulling our attention away from what we need to focus on. This is where mindfulness practices such as meditation can help. Taking a few minutes to center yourself, clear your mind, and focus on the present moment can help quiet mental distractions. When you learn to manage your thoughts and emotions, you become better equipped to stay focused on your goals, regardless of external stressors. Avoiding distractions also requires the ability to say no, something that many people struggle with. The fear of missing out or letting others down can make it difficult to set boundaries, but saying yes to everything only means saying no to the things that matter most. Learning to prioritize is essential for keeping your focus on what you can control. This might mean saying no to certain activities, commitments, or people in order to protect your time and energy for what truly aligns with your values and long-term objectives. When you remove distractions from your life, you reclaim your time, your energy, and your focus. This allows you to take control of the things that truly matter. It doesn't mean avoiding the world around you or ignoring the needs of others. It means making conscious decisions to invest your resources in what will create the greatest impact in your life. As you reduce distractions, you begin to see a shift in your productivity, your sense of fulfillment, and your ability to move toward your goals with clarity and purpose. Ultimately, avoiding distractions is about being disciplined and intentional with your time and attention. It's about making the choice to protect what matters, even when the world around you is pulling you in different directions. By consistently minimizing distractions, you create space for what you can control: your thoughts, your actions, and your future. And with this focus, you begin to unlock your true potential and achieve the success and peace of mind you deserve. Building resilience is one of the most powerful tools you can develop in your journey to focus on what you control. Life is filled with challenges, setbacks, and unexpected obstacles that can feel overwhelming at times. Whether it's a personal crisis, professional struggles, or external pressures beyond your control, resilience is the key to navigating these difficulties with strength and adaptability. Resilience isn't about avoiding adversity, it's about learning how to respond to it in a way that helps you grow rather than allowing it to defeat you. When you focus on what you can control, resilience becomes a natural byproduct. It's the ability to remain grounded and centered no matter how turbulent the circumstances around you may be. Instead of succumbing to stress, anxiety, or frustration, resilient individuals recognize that while they cannot control the external events, they can control how they respond. This mindset shift empowers you to approach life's challenges with a solutions-oriented attitude rather than feeling helpless or hopeless. Resilience is rooted in the understanding that failure and setbacks are not permanent. These experiences are part of the growth process, and how you handle them determines whether you remain stuck or use them as stepping stones to greater success. When you focus on what you can control, you stop viewing challenges as insurmountable barriers. Instead, you see them as opportunities for learning, growth, and improvement. Every setback becomes a lesson in what works and what doesn't, and every failure brings you one step closer to success. Part of building resilience is cultivating a positive mindset. The way you think about difficulties plays a major role in how you overcome them. If you see obstacles as permanent and unchangeable, you're more likely to feel discouraged. However, if you approach challenges with a mindset that views them as temporary and solvable, you open the door to possibilities. Resilience isn't about denying the difficulties you face, but about adopting a mindset that says, this is hard, but I am capable of handling it. And finding a way forward, this shift in thinking can help you stay calm and focused, even in the most trying times. One of the most important aspects of building resilience is emotional regulation. Resilient people understand that emotions are natural, but they don't allow their emotions to dictate their actions. Instead, they manage their emotions with intention, allowing themselves to feel what they need to feel, but not letting those feelings control their behavior. By doing so, they are better able to make decisions that align with their long-term goals rather than reacting impulsively to temporary emotions. This ability to regulate your emotional responses is a direct result of focusing on what you can control: your own actions and reactions. Resilience also involves a deep sense of self-belief. When you focus on what you can control, you recognize your own strengths and abilities. You begin to trust yourself and your capacity to navigate through challenges. This self-belief is essential because without it, it becomes difficult to bounce back from setbacks. The more you experience challenges and overcome them, the stronger your belief in yourself becomes. You start to trust that no matter what comes your way, you have the skills, mindset, and perseverance to overcome it. Finally, resilience involves the ability to bounce back and keep moving forward, even when things don't go as planned. This requires persistence and a willingness to keep going, even when progress feels slow or when setbacks feel discouraging. Resilient individuals don't give up easily. They continue to take small steps forward, even when the path ahead seems unclear. They understand that growth is rarely linear, and sometimes the greatest breakthroughs come after the most difficult moments. In sum, building resilience is about focusing on what you can control: your mindset, your actions, and your responses to challenges. By doing so, you equip yourself with the strength and adaptability needed to overcome adversity, learn from your experiences, and continue moving forward toward your goals. Resilience allows you to face life's challenges with confidence, knowing that no matter what obstacles arise, you have the power to navigate them and emerge even stronger than before. The journey to success and fulfillment is often not linear. It is filled with ups and downs, triumphs and failures, all of which require adaptability. One of the most significant ways to navigate this journey is through a growth mindset of belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication, hard work, and learning. This mindset allows you to focus on what you can control and embrace challenges as opportunities to grow, rather than obstacles that stand in your way. A growth mindset is transformative because it shifts your perspective from fixed limitations to the belief that growth is always possible. When you have a growth mindset, you understand that mistakes and failures are not indicators of your limits, but rather necessary steps on the path to success. Instead of seeing a failure as something to be avoided or feared, you begin to see it as a valuable part of the learning process. Each mistake teaches you something new about yourself, about what works, and about how to improve. This perspective is essential because it allows you to maintain your motivation even when the road gets tough. Rather than being discouraged by setbacks, you are driven by the knowledge that each challenge is an opportunity to become better, stronger, and more skilled. A growth mindset also encourages resilience. When you see every challenge as a chance to improve, you develop the mental toughness to keep moving forward no matter what difficulties you face. This mindset helps you stay focused on what you can control: your actions, your attitude, and your responses. When things don't go as planned, you don't throw in the towel or resign yourself to failure. Instead, you adapt, adjust your strategy, and try again. This persistent attitude leads to continual growth, which over time leads to significant achievements. This mindset is not only beneficial for personal development, but is also crucial for building positive relationships. With a growth mindset, you approach relationships with a spirit of curiosity and openness. Rather than thinking that people can't change or that problems in relationships are insurmountable, you focus on growth and improvement. You are more willing to have difficult conversations, learn from misunderstandings, and seek ways to resolve conflicts. This mindset helps you build stronger, more fulfilling relationships because it fosters communication, empathy, and the willingness to learn and evolve together. Another powerful aspect of a growth mindset is the ability to embrace feedback. People with a fixed mindset often see feedback as criticism, but those with a growth mindset view it as an essential tool for improvement. When you embrace feedback, you open yourself up to new ideas, perspectives, and approaches that can help you grow in ways you might not have imagined. This willingness to learn from others is a crucial part of focusing on what you can control. Instead of being defensive or resistant to feedback, you see it as a gift that will help you refine your skills and reach your goals more efficiently. Furthermore, a growth mindset helps you to overcome the fear of failure. Many people avoid taking risks or stepping outside of their comfort zones because they are afraid of failing. However, when you adopt a growth mindset, you understand that failure is not a reflection of your worth or capabilities. It is simply a part of the learning process. This frees you to take bold actions, try new things, and push past your perceived limits. Each step outside your comfort zone becomes an opportunity for growth rather than a potential for failure. In essence, a growth mindset is a powerful tool for focusing on what you can control. It allows you to take ownership of your progress, learn from your mistakes, embrace challenges, and ultimately transform your potential. By adopting this mindset, you stop seeing setbacks as roadblocks and instead view them as opportunities to build resilience, improve your skills, and expand your abilities. This mindset shift can dramatically change the way you approach life, helping you unlock your full potential and achieve the success and fulfillment you desire.